Sometimes in life, we feel like we've lost everything. And sometimes, as a result of that, we might find ourselves asking why. Why? After I'd worked so hard, after I'd been so good, why? I encourage you to not get stuck on that, but if you are, that's probably why you're here watching my videos, so I guess, okay, thanks. I guess it works out. Here's my take on why I think this happens to us. I think it happens to all of us in some shape or form, at least once in our life. And I had this conversation with somebody about 2 years ago. Is the phone going again? I'll be right back. So I had this conversation with somebody who sadly lost their job during COVID, and they went from having a pretty solid income to being in a situation where they were doing work which they did not think they would ever be doing, and it was a shock to their system. And sorry, I'm making cuts because I don't want to say anything that's too, personal to them. I remember we were discussing this and their feelings about it and everything, and the thing is we feel that we can't handle that type of loss. When no one, if someone said to you, say think about all the losses you've experienced. If someone were to tell you, you're gonna lose this, if we were to tell past version of you that hadn't lost that, this is gonna happen to you, what do you think their reaction would be? They'd freak. They'd be like, what the hell? No, not me. First of all, horrified. Second of all, why me? Third of all, I can't handle that. How will I already have so much on my plate, right? The thing is, we doubt ourselves unknowingly. When we lose stuff, it forces us to dig deeper. There are so many of us that we go through things, but as a result, after, we're more beautiful than we've ever been. I don't mean physically, I mean as people. We're stronger than we've ever been, wiser than we've ever been, smarter than we've ever been. Shit, I'm not excusing shit, by the way, because some is the responsibility, it's due to really shitty people. But even in cases like that, this is such a delicate one, because I don't at all want to make it seem like we are attracting trauma, or that in all circumstances, or that we are responsible for severe damage caused by other people, and that we should be happy about it or positive about it all, because there are things, so I hope that's a given. I hope that you can infer that I'm not saying that shit happens and you can just handle it. You should just be able to handle it it was meant to be. I don't want to disregard or make light of things that are just fucking dark. That's not my intention. I'm talking about more trivial matters. In some cases, though, not even that. I'm actually talking about deep shit. And we wonder why, what the fuck is going on, And you feel so out of your depth. You don't know what you're doing. You're just holding on for dear life every damn day. The universe wants you to dig deep. The universe wants you to see this other side of yourself for a reason. It exists for a reason. Let me tell you something. It's editing Mahika jumping in, guys. I'm so sorry for the fan and like the weird sounds. I had no idea at the time that that would happen when I was filming on photo booth, and the reason I'm filming on photo booth is because I didn't have any storage on my phone. But I want to thank you for bearing with me if you're still watching, and I'm grateful for you staying and hearing what I have to say. But again, I'm really sorry, and when I'm filming on photo booth like I am now, I will do my best to not touch anything over here. Very sorry. Anyway, please continue and enjoy the video. Maybe there's two sides to it. Maybe there is also the side which is life is what you make of it. You know, there are these people, me. Trauma has happened. I've experienced shit within myself that I've created and stuff that's happened externally. And I take it and I try to learn, and I try to put that out here to help other people. So yes, I am trying to make something of it. But one could also say that had that not happened to me, I would not be here doing this. Like, maybe this is a natural consequence. Maybe this is who I was meant to be the whole damn time. And in order for me to become this, I had to go through that. I look at instances where I've been able to help my friends, my sister, my mum. And it's because of what I've been through. It's because of the stuff that I've had to endure. I knew when trauma unfolded very recently in my life. It was horrible. But I knew that I was going to be a better person as a result of it. That awareness, you know, I haven't had that in many instances. I only really strongly felt that with this case. But think about who you are becoming, and maybe that'll tell you why. I think it's such an illusion to think you have it all figured out. Because if you think you have it all figured out, trust me, God will be up there laughing. And He's going to throw a spanner in the works for you. Life is meant to be filled with challenges, but challenges that you are to overcome. My perception of it is that it's a symbiotic relationship. Is that the word, where it's like both ways? Like you create it together. Your experience here is combined with the universe and what God has written for you. It's a joint creation. That's what I feel. It's really weird. It's such a strange concept. Maybe I need to actually study it, but intuitively I feel, pardon me, you could disagree with me, that's fine. You could think I'm nuts. I think our destiny is pre-written. Like, there's this, I don't know if it's from Hinduism or something, but like, my throat just made a weird noise. Like, I chose my family. I chose the karma to be born into, right? Actually, this is getting really philosophical, but I'll touch on it. I'll talk about what I feel. So I feel like our destiny is pre-written, and I was sat once on the couch with my mom and my dad, and we had my granddad on FaceTime, and we're talking about it. I think he said, or someone said, about how everything is written, and I think we're all on the same page about that. But then I think my dad brought up the question of, but what about, like, not free will, like he didn't put it in those terms, but that's basically what he was describing, like, but we have decisions, we have choices. And I said, this is where I brought up that yes, we are under human conditions, we have choices, but even that is pre-written. It's like the destination is absolute. We're not to know it. Otherwise, where's the joy and adventure and excitement and disappointment and everything in life? Like, we're not to know the destination. We're meant to experience the journey. Like, if you knew how you were gonna die, like, you know, so, and like, not just how you would die, but like the conditions, who you would be, who you'd be surrounded with, what job you'd have, what age, etc. Like, I feel we're meant to just do the journey. That's our responsibility, that's on us. The destination will be the same regardless. I feel like the way it works is God prescribes the destination. But the destination is not such a physical, literal place. The destination is a series of lessons learned. That's what I feel. And so we have free will, but this is a quote in Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, sab likha hua hai. Like, we have free will, but there's a greater plan in place. So what do we take from that? And what do we take from my beliefs? If you wish to take anything, but also for me, like, what's my conclusion for myself? So far, people will be, they'll get mad and they'll get upset because shit will happen, and then people will be like, oh, but you manifest everything in your life, and then, and I didn't manifest the shit that happened to me. I fucking didn't. And I'd be hella pissed if someone, I get it. So I think what it is, our duty here on earth is to recognize the human condition. I believe in karma and reincarnation. So someone's karma in this lifetime, so as I was saying, someone's karma in this lifetime could be to have multiple sicknesses, to develop cancer, to live a shitty life. That being said, are we to just sit and watch this happen? Are we just meant to sit and watch them suffer? No. What, you're just meant to be like, oh, well, karma. They must have done something bad in their past life, which made it this way in their present life. We're humans. We operate in this 3D reality too. Therefore, we have a responsibility for it. We have a responsibility for each other in a 3D sense too. And so you can, whilst I agree that there is a spiritual aspect, this actually in itself is the spirituality too, because this is the part that we can, as humans, we have the gift of manipulating. I could sit here in my pain and be like, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me, that person's suffering there, they probably deserve it. Let me go get revenge on that person over there because they did X, Y, Z to me, and stay in that negative vibration and just let shit exist around me. But I don't think that that's what we're meant to do as humans. I think we're meant to evolve, and to evolve means to step into the light. Step into our light and create more light for the people around us. You may never be able to cure that person, but the point is to try. To give it your all and try. That is the point. And so when these things come into our life, these things that humanly we interpret as negative, it doesn't make them any less negative. Humanly, and in a human experience, like, I feel like spiritually, everything is neutral. There's no emotion attached to it. Humanly, as humans, we experience emotion. In our reality, it is real. Therefore, it is real. So I cannot sit here and say, sorry this is a little split right now, but I cannot sit here and say and watch someone suffer and be like, well, that's their karma, they deserve it, and I'm gonna do nothing about it. The point is to learn, the point is to grow, the point is to evolve, to become a better human. Because in becoming a better human, in the practice of becoming a better human, you are partaking in spiritual evolution for yourself, for the people around you. You are creating light. At least that's how I feel. I'm still, like, everything I'm saying, it's like I'm trying my best to, it's an inner feeling, and I'm trying my best to put it into words. So I'm really sorry if it's coming out all jumbly and weird. So when things happen, when shit happens, you can have these questions of, what did I do to deserve this? Why me? But the thing is it's very easy to get stuck in self-pity like that, and we're allowed to feel sorry for ourselves, yeah. Don't get stuck in it, because you'll be of no service to yourself, and you'll be of no service to the world around you. The point is to learn. There is something there. There is something that has been pre-written there, and God wants you to make some choices about it. Whatever choice you make, you will learn the lessons that you were meant to learn. Whether you're living in a mansion or you're living in a hut, the lessons that are there for you, you will learn them regardless. So I think the point really, I've said the point about 100 things here, but is to take what is being given and make the best of it. That's it. You have a shitty situation in your life. Is it something you contributed to? Is it something you created? Take responsibility for it. Take responsibility for it. Do something about it. Do something to show that you're sorry. Evolve, learn. Don't make that mistake again. Teach your learnings to somebody else, to other people. And move on. If that shit's not yours, if it's something you did not partake in, if it's something you did not invite into your life, first of all, I'm so sorry. And if anyone, I hope no one does this, but if anyone says, oh, you manifested it, okay, please direct them to this video so I can give them a reality check. Fucking idiots. We will all be dealt different hands throughout life. We will experience trauma. It is a given. And so it's imperative that every single one of us appreciates what we have, knowing that life is to be enjoyed, to be learned from, and to be shared, but also knowing that, anything could change. Anything could change. Make the best of what you have. Work with what you have. Do it with grace. If this has happened, if there's some shit in your journey, I'm not going to tell you to just accept it like that. Like, it doesn't... Some pills are really fucking hard to swallow. I've heard of some stories. I know of stories. I know of stories within my own family that are just... And I know I'm not the only one. Especially, with your family. How are you meant to accept that? How are you meant to accept that that was something along the lines of that? Like, that pain was going to occur. How are you meant to just accept that? Best thing we can do is, hold each other's hands and say, hey, okay, let's help each other. Like, you were just made redundant. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't know when you're going to get your next paycheck. Alright, I'm your neighbor. I'm a trustworthy person. Let me take care of your kids every weekend so that you can go and work on your side hustle or whatever. Obviously things aren't always that straightforward, but I hope you can understand what I'm getting at. That there's more to it. We're not meant to necessarily understand all of it. We're just meant to be here, to be grateful, and to learn and enjoy the journey. That's it. I think I'm still figuring this one out. I'm wondering whether I'll post this because it's so out there, but it might help some people. And heck, I might learn something too. I could be wrong about all of it. Or there might be other interpretations out there, so let me know what you think. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I'm done filming. I've been filming so much, oh my god. I'm really sorry about the fan and storage. My storage ran out again. Okay, bye.